Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first Baxter Student Ambassador Program webinar of the 2022 season. My name is Dan McDonald, Sales and Marketing Development Associate with Baxter Media, and I'm here with Amanda Webster, one of our student finalists from Georgian College. Now, just before we get into things, I'd like to give an enthusiastic shout out to our program sponsors this year. We have Manulife, Propel, powered by Tourism HR Canada, ACTA, the Association of Canadian Travel Agencies, TIO, the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario, and SCAL Canada. Thank you for helping to make BSAP a continued success. I'd also like to let everyone know that at the end of this webinar, you'll have the chance to submit a question or two to our finalists. To do so, please type it in the Q&A section of a public chat box, which should be towards the right-hand side of this page, and those questions will be answered in due time. And remember, this is a live session, so your patience is appreciated during any technical difficulties that might arise. And without further ado, I will now hand things over to Amanda Webster. Welcome, Amanda. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There we go.
Okay. So the 2022 Baxter Student Ambassador Program presentation. Hi, my name is Amanda Webster. I'm from Georgian College. I'm in the tourism program and a graduating student of 2022. Today, I've chosen the country of Spain. It is rich in history, culture, and beauty. What we're going to talk about today is facts and stats about Spain and tourism trends, sustainable development goals, and 5 principles of strategy, major cities to explore, what to see in Barcelona, the beaches, art, and architecture, what to see in Girona, the Dali Theater Museum and Salvador Dali House Museum, sports tourism in Pamplona, the San Fermin Festival and running of the bulls, what to see in Madrid, museums and art, what to see in Granada, the royal palaces, what to see in Seville, the cathedral and attractions, the culture of Spain, what a tourist needs to know, Canadian travel companies that travel to Spain, perks for travel organizations, and our references. Facts about Spain. The population of Spain today is 48,563,476. The GDP of 2021 was recorded as 1.69 trillion. The capital of Spain is Madrid. The national flower of Spain is the Dianthus caryophyllus, or the red carnation. Spain's traditional dance is the flamenco. Spain shares borders with France and Andorra in the north and Portugal in the west. The bodies of water surrounding Spain are the North Atlantic Ocean, Bay of Biscay, the Balearic Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Aldoran Sea, the Strait of Gibraltar, and the Gulf of Cadiz. Stats about tourism trends. The body that has governed tourism in Spain since 2018 is the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism. Pre-COVID stats show that in 2017, the tourism industry accounted for 11.8% of Spain's GDP, and in 2018, 13.5% of employment, or 2.6 million jobs, were in the tourism industry. In 2018, international tourist arrivals to Spain reached 82.8 million. The top 3 visiting countries in 2018, which make up the international market of inbound arrivals, were the United Kingdom at 22.4%, Germany at 13.8%, and France at 13.6%. For domestic travel through Spain in 2018, it was recorded that a total of 425.4 million overnight and day trips occurred. Sustainable development goals. Spain has devised goals for a strategy of sustainable tourism to be obtained by 2030. The goals are aimed for transforming Spanish tourism towards a model of both sustained and sustainable growth to maintain the country as leading position in tourism. The first purpose is to protect the assets of which on which the sector depends. The second purpose is to contribute to the achievement of UN Sustainable Development Goals. The third purpose is to meet both medium and long-term challenges of sustainable tourism in terms of socioeconomic, environmental, and territorial impacts. The 5 principles of Spain's sustainable tourism strategy to help improve their position as a leading in tourism destination is socioeconomic growth, which focuses on improving business profitability, equitable distribution of wealth, and assure pronounced sustainability by encouraging the sectors of commercial and destinations to change, modify, and adjust in ways of best practices. Protection of natural and cultural resources. For establishing a foundation for the conservation of valuable heritage, addressing considerable methods to ecological improvement, and enhancing attention to environmental values in tourism experiences. Social benefit. Direct contribution to the challenge of Spain's society, including growth to rural depopulation and inequality. Tourism will head economic and social development with the benefits of encumbrances distributed equally. Wide participation and involvement. Tourism is spread across sectors involving many stakeholders. Tools will be designed to ensure strong governance between administrations at all levels allied with the tourism industry. And permanent adaptation to support tourism capacity to respond to a highly dynamic environment in methods of new and upcoming business models, changing customers' motivation and increasing competition. The major cities to explore while you're in Spain: Barcelona, Girona, Pamplona, Madrid, Granada, and Seville. Barcelona is well known for spectacular displays of art, museums, modern architecture, and design. Visit the various unique modernist structures designed by Antoni Gaudí that are named as significant landmarks to the area. Stroll through the Musee Picasso and explore the modern artist's impressions. Stop in at Fundació Joan Miró, a must-see museum. Barcelona is rich in color, culture, sun, and beauty. Come visit any of these 9 popular beaches located along the Balearic Sea coast. Bogatel Beach was developed to improve Barcelona's shoreline prior to the 1992 Olympic Games. Barcelona Beach is the most popular beach in the area. Nova Icaria, one of the quietest and calmest beaches in Barcelona. Marbella, also revamped as part of the 1992 Olympic beautification project, is both clean and environmentally conscious. The San Sebastián, one of the longest and oldest beaches in Barcelona. Nova Marbella, one of the most peaceful beaches and tranquil, pristine sand and water, was also part of the 1992 Olympic Games beautification project. Somorrostro, where you will find the Centre de la Plata, an educational facility that hosts workshops, games for family, environmental talks, and historical storytelling. Levant, the youngest of Barcelona's beaches where dogs are welcome. San Miguel, also one of the oldest beaches and is close to Plaza del Mar. Easy access for visitors to escape the sun and sand, to cool off in the shade and have a bite to eat. Casa Mila was constructed between 1906 and 1912. Gaudi's most iconic work of civic architecture in constructional and functional innovations, as well as ornamental and decorative solutions. Musee Picasso, located along the medieval street of Carrer de Montcada, opened in 1963 and occupies 5 medieval palaces. It is home to over 4,000 pieces of Pablo Picasso's famous works. Fundació Joan Miró. The museum holds over 10,000 paintings, drawings, sculptures, stage designs, and carpets, the world's largest collection from Joan Miró himself. Now let's go to Girona. Girona is filled with history and character. It is home of some of the best medieval walking tours of high walls and narrow winding streets. The Jewish quarter is there, the preserved area of El Cal with its mazes and cobblestone streets. The Girona Cathedral is ready to be explored and happens to be a major filming location for the Game of Thrones. While in Girona, tour the Dali Theater and Museum. The museum was opened in 1974 by Salvador Dali. It is dedicated to the artist himself. Pieces are considered as his last great works of art. Salvador Dali is buried in a crypt below the stage in the theater. A little more Salvador. If you are intrigued enough by the artist and want a more intimate look into the life and the mind of Salvador Dali, you can travel to the coast where you can tour the most unique and peculiar home in Port Lagat, Girona. This opened as a second museum displaying more personal artifacts in 1997. And next on our tour is Pamplona. For sports tourism in Pamplona, the San Fermin Festival is the world's largest fiesta. It draws about 1 million spectators to Pamplona every year. It's a 9-day celebration held in July, starting at noon on July the 6th and ending at midnight on July the 14th. The festival attracts spectators from all over the world. Where young and old, religious and secular, modern and ancient, a grand gathering of people from all over the globe unite. The running of the bulls. The traditional running of the bulls dates back to the 13th century, long before the festival existed. It began with cattle herders transporting the animals from barges or countryside into city centers for sale or bullfights. It became a tradition to clear a narrow path into the center of the city for the herd to follow one brave herder and run together into a pen or a bull ring. This was considered the easiest way to transport the animals from the city corral to the Plaza del Toros, or bullfighting ring. The beasts would tear across a half-mile stretch of narrow roads, and townspeople moved them along with sticks and shouting out loudly. Now we move to Madrid. Madrid is a must-see destination. It is the capital of Spain, the largest city, most known for historical buildings, food markets, the Royal Palace, Renaissance, and contemporary art museums. The Royal Palace is one of Madrid's most visited attractions. Formerly the home of the kings of Spain, in the 14th century, Charles I and his son Philip II were responsible for turning the building into a permanent residence for the Spanish royal family. It continues today to be the official residence of the royal family of Spain. However, they do not reside there. The palace houses a museum of royal collections, such as the royal kitchen, the royal armory, and the painting gallery. The changing of the guard occurs every Wednesday and Saturday, dependent on the weather, and it's something that everyone can take part in. Popular attractions in Madrid also include Prado Museum and the Territorial Opera House. Shopping and nightlife in Madrid. These two activities often go hand in hand in Madrid. The top 5 best areas for food, drink, and fashion can be found at Serrano Street in the Salamanca district, the Gran Via, which is the street that never sleeps, the Cala del Preciados, one of the busiest spots, Fuencarral Street, a modern commercial artery famous for alternative fashions, and Rastro, a famous flea market. Our tour now takes us to Granada. Tour the royal palaces of Granada. Visit the 3 most celebrated palaces of Alhambra and Nasrid Granada, all of which were built in the 14th century. Comaras Palace, Palace of the Lions, and Partel Palace. Alhambra Palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a palace and fortress of the Moorish monarchs of Granada, Spain, and possibly the most important surviving remnant of the period of Islamic rule from 711 to 1492. And now we move to Seville. Tour the cathedrals of Seville. Start your tour at the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Seville Cathedral. The monument structure is the largest Christian church of Gothic style, and the third largest in comparison to the neoclassical St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City and St. Paul's Cathedral in London. Constructed between 1401 and 1506, with a 30-meter tall main altarpiece, which was gilded with gold, said to be brought back from the New World during the age of Christopher Columbus. Attractions in Seville also include Parc Marie Luisa, a green oasis of peace and the most famous public park in Seville. Plaza de España, the most famous square in Seville. Torre del Oro, Tower of Gold, a tower from the 12th century. And Plaza del Toros, the largest bullfighting arena in Spain. The culture of Spain. The diverse Spanish culture has been molded by thousands of years of different ruling empires. The ancient Greeks, Romans, Moors, Celts, Carthaginians, and Phoenicians once all had settled here and left their marks on the cultural heritage that makes up the beautiful country today. The most common aspects of the Spanish culture can be found in at least 7 areas. In religion, arts and literature, food and drink like tapas and wine, the festivals, music and dance, traditional clothing, and of course, football. What a tourist needs to know about Spain when traveling. No one understands some basic conversational Spanish. Hello, how are you? Is hola, ¿cómo está? The people of Spain are known for being courteous and will shake hands when they meet you and when they are saying goodbye. Family is highly regarded, and they show respect to their elders by using titles like Don for men and Doña for women. Married women wear wedding rings on their right hand as opposed to on their left. Spain is a very accepting community and is one of the early countries to have legalized same-sex marriages. 70% of Spanish population follows the Catholic religion, while 26% identifies as atheists. Major cities that attract tourism warn travelers against pickpocketing and theft in densely populated areas. A tourist should always protect their wallet and documents on their person when visiting a popular destination. Canadian tour companies that travel to Spain are TripAdvisor, Contiki, Intrepid, Costco Wholesale Travel, Air Transit, Air Canada Vacations, Flight Centre, Expedia, and Cosmos, just to name a few. Perks for the travel organization. In summary, aside from having the opportunity to enjoy the culture and atmosphere at this destination, your organization would benefit from offering vacations and packages to Spain by experience travel to new destinations at discounted prices. Employee discounts vary by company, contract, destination, and duration of stay. Gaining firsthand experience and understanding of this destination to help with your sales techniques. Earn a commission of 5 to 10% on Canadian suppliers' packages, with some override programs earning up to a total of 18%. Overrides or bonuses from partnering tourism bodies of 12% may be obtained as a result of your own productivity, depending on the organization and destination. Independent travel agencies differ as commissions are based on personal sales quotas. New West Travel and Cruise, based in Edmonton, Alberta, advertises an agent's commission works out to be 70% of the potential 18% rate. And this concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time and listening.
Thank you so much, Amanda. That was excellent.
Thank you.
We'll take a couple minutes now just for people to submit any questions that they may have. And you guys can please submit questions to the chat box or the Q&A box, which are on the right-hand side of the screen. And we'll leave the references page up on the screen for you there in case anyone wants to refer to that. So someone's asking, what made you select Spain as your topic?
Spain is actually one of the places that I have never been and I would love to go. And I have done some presentations like with some of my previous courses, just little bits here and there, gaining some information about Spain. And the more I learn, the more I want to go. So that was my motivation, was that I want to learn as much as I can, and I would really like to go someday.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome.
And let's see. What was the biggest challenge you faced when doing your research for this presentation?
I'd say the biggest challenge was finding the information for the travel agents, like the commissions and what types of perks there were, because I know there's a lot more out there, but there's not a lot that could be found. And I actually did not hear back from the 3 people that I called. So, mind you, it's only been a day, so I may hear back from them next week. But if I had had more time, I think I would have been able to find more information in that spot.
Right, of course. Well, we definitely appreciate you, the research and thought you put into this, and we appreciate you being one of the first people to present this year.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I do believe that's it for the questions,
Okay.
but I'd like to give a huge thank you to Amanda Webster. Thank you so much for presenting today, and thank you so much to the staff at Georgian College for being part of this as well. So yeah, thanks so much, Amanda, and congratulations again on being named a finalist this year.
Thank you.
So we'll be in touch over the next couple of weeks.
All right. Thank you very much. Good luck with everybody else.
Thank you so much. Take care, Amanda.
You too. Bye-bye.